early childhood education for our most vulnerable children is probably the best public investment we can make, and no one's challenged that.
So economists have looked very carefully at a number of early childhood programs with the objective of evaluating the benefits versus the costs. And in the case of the child parent centers, there's been 2 detailed cost-benefit analyses published looking at comparing the costs of the early childhood program to the long-term benefits measured throughout adulthood. Depending on how we measure the benefits and what our time frame is, we found that the benefits are 10 times as great as the costs. So early childhood investments, including the child parent centers, seem to be one of the best investments you can make.
There was an opportunity from the U.S. Department of Education, a new grants program called the Investing in Innovation Fund that was Secretary Arne Duncan's sort of approach to scaling effective programs, and this was really the first time there were just hundreds of millions of dollars available for programs to scale up effective practices. The Midwest Child Parent Center a preschool to 3rd grade expansion project began in January of 2012. So one of the goals of the CPC program is to increase school readiness, because we know nationally only half of children begin kindergarten fully ready to succeed. And so if we can make a difference in early childhood education and high quality preschool, that can really strengthen school readiness. And we know being more ready for school helps reduce the achievement gap in 3rd grade as well. And not just stopping at pre-K and kindergarten, but to really continue the gains into the elementary grades. Another important way to address the achievement gap is to sustain those gains in early childhood with a comprehensive system of supports, both family and educationally. In one study we recently did in the Chicago district, we saw certain changes of 4 to 5 months of performance gains compared to kids that were not in the child parent centers, that were just in routine, the usual preschool programs, whether it be a Head Start program or a state pre-K.
You still got to show you can implement. You got to take this research out to the real world. And I'm pretty confident that with all this research that we have, with CPC showing the way that we can implement it and do it well, that the assertion we made close to 12 years ago that this is the best public investment we can make, there's no doubt in my mind it is, and it's time to make those investments.